Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing on with my Masochist run. Just picking up where we left off. Just some notable pulls. Last episode, we did get quite a few cards. Most notably, of course, we did pick up the Man-Eater Bug. Amazing card. Incredible legacy card. That's put in the work in so many of my decks from like 2005, 2006. So, really great to have him. We're not playing him today just because he's not level 4, but he is notable pickup. Also, we did get the yugioh friendship. Incredible, just be able to shake our opponent's hands and wish him a good game. But realistic, we also did pull the Firewall Dragon. That's actually an amazing card. We can't really use it at the moment, I don't think, so we're not going to put it in. I don't think it's really worth it. It's just a 2500 beat stick at the moment. And then, not really a noble card, but Full Savo. I think this card is super funny. I think it's actually one of the rare exceptions for TCG where I think the art's actually cooler than that of the OCG artwork. I just love the funny faces they put on it, especially the sad one in the background. So, not really a card we'll ever use, but it's pretty funny. Also, in between episodes, I did put in the Abyss Dragon. This is a card I completely forgot about when we picked it up, but this card can actually be used without a fusion spell, and it can be used with our opponent's monsters. So if our opponent ends on an Albaz and a Dragon, we can actually tribute his monsters off and just summon this thing, which is actually great for us, just because Brandon has been kind of annoying in the past. So besides that, not too much change. We're still rocking on with level 4 warriors. I think I did put in the Xyz Reborn in between episodes, just to have a little bit of recovery. Bring back the Gig Cannon or the Light Dragon. I think it could be pretty useful, so we're rocking on with that. Yeah, that's really all that's changed. Let's just get back into ranked. We are halfway through gold. Let's try that again. Okay, not a fantastic going first hand. Not the worst thing in the world either. We can just set the Moving Fortress and then our other cards to roll. If our opponent puts up game on board, we can use Zero Gravity, and then if they have any kind of back row, we can always chain the Double Cyclone to the Zero Gravity. But not really looking too far out for us. Okay, that's not fantastic. We might actually have to pop the Double Cyclone early if they get the Field Spell out. This might be popping a bit early, but I'm just gonna use the Double Cyclone now. This is probably a huge mistake. I've actually never played against this deck yet, just because it just came out. Okay, ready fusion. Oh, they actually got they actually got it. The Great Mammoth of Gold Fun. That's actually funny. Do all decks play this card in the new Call of the Haunted deck? I didn't know they played this. They're taking a while to think about what synchro they want to go into. Oh, they're just going for the Flying Mary. Okay, that's actually fair. Because then they can just get the pumpkin back. That makes sense. Right, that's what they're going for, yeah. Okay. Interesting. So they're not going for Xyz play, they're going for a synchro play. Or another link play, I guess. Mortal Dragon. This changes its level though. So I'm assuming they're just using this as like a engine to synchro farm. I'm not sure what shuffling them really does. I didn't realize that card actually shuffles all of them. Unfortunately, we don't really have anything to do. I think that's honestly just game. We can't really do anything from that point, so I think we just surrender. Looks like we are going up against a branded deck. Let's see if the Abyss Dragon actually comes up for once. We just have to hope that they actually leave an Albaz on their end board. Honestly, I feel like their hand actually isn't too bad. Back to square one to get rid of an annoying monster. We can always just pitch the double cyclone. We don't really need it. I don't think they play a ton of annoying back row, so it shouldn't be too bad. Or if anything, we can always pitch something else. Chain double cyclone to blow up the back to square one. So not too bad. And then we do have an Xyz play right away. Oh, they're just setting a card right away. I did not expect that. Is that really all they got? Not that I want them to do more per se, but okay, there we go. Yep, there's the Ecclesia. That's a spellcaster? That's not a dragon. Hold up. That's an issue for us. It's fine though. Okay. I think we pitch this guy. It's gonna cost us a few cards, but it's fine. assuming they're gonna summon theirs, just because I don't see them wanting to summon my guy. They're targeting. Okay, just fold Valbus, that's fine with us. Yep. There's no point in changing the double cycle now, just because they're getting rid of the card anyways, so we can just pass on that. Okay, they're getting all the monsters. This is actually so funny. I still can't believe I didn't realize this until way later. We pulled that like quite a few episodes ago. It would honestly be more damage if we left all our monsters on board, but I think I just want to get Giga Cannon bigger, to be honest with you, than anything else. So we're just gonna go with that play. They just have another copy of the group. Okay, they're not activating anything. I feel like they had something. That's alright with us. We are ahead. So I will take that. Honestly, this game is actually looking pretty good for us. Yep, that's totally okay. One less card to deal with. I'm not summoning at all this turn. I kind of assumed they were just gonna go for the Mirror. That's fine with us. I always forget if Mirror Jade's destruction effect stays if it's flipped down. I think it does because it was still fusion summoned, so I think it should keep it. Unfortunately, it looks like we set the wrong card. Yeah, Masochist cuts monster. Got rid of the double cyclone. I was just so worried about not having back row removal. Just pass turn there, I guess. Honestly, I'm not sure if double cyclone should be kept in or not. Kinda feels bad every time we see it. Cards that take 2 cards out, 1 card is just like pretty rough in today's game state. Interesting play. Surprised they didn't. This can be used during either battle phase. They could have at least attacked with this first. That was kind of strange. I'm not really sure what we can realistically do at this point, but I think it's just summon White Dragon, pop their fusion monster. Unaffected. I think they just got game at that point. Yeah, they just got game. You can't out their board. Let me just change one thing. I want to take out the double cycle and put in the Archfiend. I forgot we actually didn't have that in our warrior deck, so I think that should be fine. I think there might be a day where double cyclone could be useful, but I just feel like in most games it's just like not the best card, just because it takes 2 cards to out a back row, which doesn't really seem to be like super useful half the time. So these Archfiend like puts more damage on board and then also gets this additional card. I feel like that's kind of worth it. Okay, game 3. This is where we all. This is where we turn it around. Okay, not a bad hand, honestly. Playing 45 card deck. Okay. I kind of want to keep the Seeds Reborn, so this kind of hurts. But the Guard Dragon Core Awakening is like such a good card. I know for sure I want some of this, obviously. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of the Core Awakening. Just go for this. I'm just gonna go for the Giga Cannon. If they out it, we can pop the card and we reborn it. So, that feels pretty good. Okay. Looks like they're on a Dark Magician Buster Blader deck. Kinda cool. They're already setting a card, so maybe they were gonna fast turn. Okay, they are just fast turn. Okay. That's fine with us. Okay, nothing, no monsters to put more damage on board. That sucks, but that's okay at the same time. I'm surprised they don't have the fusion to go into. Off this guy. Or off this girl, I should say. Do we need the Jelly Cannon face down? I'll just set it face down, why not? I know they're probably rocking out with their Dark Magic attack back there, but it's okay. What's... dude. It's okay, man. It's alright with us. Oh. The Jelly Cannon's about to save us. It's okay. Go. Get it out of here. Get him going. Okay, and phase. He's back. Actual recursion, guys. Come on, man. The one sign we get to activate it. That's fine. He's playing Dark Magician Albez. Interesting. Okay, well, we need to get damage on board as fast as possible, so we're just going in. Is this a trap? A trap? Okay. Okay, that's fine. So locked out of the extra deck. Not great. That's okay. Oh, he's on toy. He's on so many different engines. Fair enough. Wanted that piercing damage. It's understandable. He is gonna out our monster though. The Buster Dragon. He had to quickly read what Super Rush had on the good. That. So we're not in a terrible position, honestly. They got the toys face down, but okay, that's not what we wanted to see right now. We just have to pass turn. That sucks. Okay. If this is just gonna be a good, I think we lose. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. be honest, I don't think this makes a difference at this point. GG's. Okay, the next game. 3 games to warm up, right? That's always the rule. Next game we got it. Pretty decent looking hand. Duel. Gonna go in second. Okay. Lab Archfiend with a trap card. Actually crazy. Honestly, I think Cool Tune can play through Duel decently well though. So I don't know how much this does to this deck. Oh. So okay. A few losses. It's all right. I believe we are scheduled for at least 1 win today. So let's see if we can find that. We have not found it yet. Okay, not a terrible starting hand, honestly. We do have the Meek. We do have the Stronghold, so as long as we can stick 1 monster to the board, we can make the Ice Jade Synchro. It's not a terrible plan. Oh, so we're up against Mitsurugi. Okay, fair enough. As much as I like our hand, it was just gonna lose. I don't think we've won a single game against any deck using Mitsurugi. I have to admit, this is not the ideal going second hand. If we were going first, this would be amazing. Sadly, sometimes it just comes down to the coin flip. yeah, I went to the bathroom, got some water, messaged some people back, and they still comboed off for another 3 minutes. I don't think we have this one. Yeah, they're just gonna summon another guy. I did say they searched the Omni Negate, the counter trap they have for numbers, and they drew some cards off another Xyz monster, so I'm gonna guess that they have too many negates for us to handle. We've gone through this before. 3 of our cards are just dead because they're traps. The Lab Archfiend can't summon this turn. That just leaves us with a level 4 to more summon, so. Okay, gotta find a win at some point. Honestly, not a terrible hand. Not a great going second hand, but not the worst either. We do have an Xyz play plus the Moon Mirror Shield, so not terrible. That's gonna be a problem for us. I feel like we keep dueling this deck for some reason. That's so weird. I think this new utopic structure deck is gonna be a problem for us. Also, I don't know if they know this, but if your monster can't be destroyed by battle, or can't be destroyed by card effects, I don't think you need to put it around in defense position to play around Lightning Storm. But yeah, you can't beat this deck. On to the next one. See if we can get any win today. Honestly, not a terrible hand. I think we go for the Xyz play, honestly, with draw hand. I think that's just a much better play. I'm going for the Synchro. Just because Giga can pop a card and then draw hand will draw us an additional card. Instead of going for the Virgil, which would also draw us a card, but I just think this is just a little bit better to get a monster back. Okay. Exactly what I wanted. 15-minute combo. Honestly, I think we just throw there. GG's. Very well. not really much to say about this hand. You really just have the synchro play to go for. So, that's what we will do. Honestly, it sucks having no spells and traps, but at least we do have Duel and Lockbird. Hopefully they're playing a deck susceptible to that. I guess, like, I don't know. It's really the only play we have right now, except for putting a decently big body on board. I don't think this is going to work too well against their deck, but it's mainly just going to evade me. Good game. Okay, here's where the Abyss Dragon is going to finally pay off. It's finally going to happen. This is going to be the game where we actually pull off a dub against Albaz. Okay, well, all things I did not expect Albaz deck to, or Brandy deck to set 5 back row. That's alright with us, I suppose. Okay. I think we just go for the Xyz play right now. Just to get the Sea Snake out of the way. They got me there. It's fair play. getting a little defensive. It's alright. We still got this game in the books, guys. Just gotta believe hard enough. We're just gonna ignore we saw that. Might as well activate it. No reason not to. I'm really curious why they're not going for any extra decoys outside the one synchro they had. I feel like that's a bit odd. Okay. Guess I'll go for the Xyz play instead of the synchro play. Trying to think this wasn't in the books for us. don't even know what to say at this point. We've had a rough losing streak. Lullaby of Obedience is an interesting start. 2,000 life points down for us. At least. Oh, is this a self-DK deck? Oh my gosh. Finally run into it. I think this is like one of the first ones maybe that I've ever seen while playing Masochist. I don't know if I've seen any other ones. You know what? I could just end my turn, but I could also try to actually play the game. I think I'm gonna go for that second option. After like 20 to 30 losses, it feels good to actually get any kind of win. Here we go. Getting with the White Dragon. GG's. Thank you for ending my suffering. Oh, this has been a rough recording session. We got 3 legacy tickets for our patience. Let's see what we got. Hopefully something good. Solo, not the worst card, not the best card either. We're kind of past that. Just playing like random level 4 figures. I've never seen this card in my life. Has Uzul. Pendulum summons of your monsters cannot be negated. Okay, that's kind of interesting, I guess. Once per turn, you can target 1 card in your other pendulum zone. This card's pendulum scale becomes the level of the pendulum monster card until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except pendulum summon. Interesting card. I don't know what this really plays with, but kind of cool. Is this Keyman the key warrior? Is this guy the key to victory? Who knows? Once per turn during your main phase, you can make this card level 3 into the end phase. Wow. Incredible. Honestly, I feel like this is kind of a letdown. I feel like the card art and the name is kind of funny. I feel like they should have given him some kind of like wackier effect than just changing his level from 2 to 3. What is this? Like 1 tuner monster from your graveyard and special summon it. Its effects are negated. Special summon 2 gift fiend tokens to appear on side of the field. I don't know why I would ever want to do this. It seems really strange. Getting back like a tuner is fine, but I thought the tokens would go to my side of the field. Okay. So what we can actually get from the master pack. For our suffering today, this holo better be crazy, honestly. Vision Fusion, we can't use that. We're not playing Venom counters. This card's actually decent, right? This card is normal special summon. You target 1 monster in the field, banish it. Okay, not bad. Honestly, kind of a decent tribute. So, I can't complain too much about that. If we do build a Pendulum deck, I guess we just pulled that other Pendulum card. This actually wouldn't be too bad. What's the Pendulum effect? Once per turn, you can banish 1 empowered warrior monster from your grave, then target 1 card in the field to destroy it. I have no idea what an Empowered Warrior is, but the summon effect is actually decent for that card. Then a Fossil. Okay. Nothing there. What does this card do? Okay, not great. Wow, okay. Masterpiece. This is actually a decent card. I'm not really sure how we would build a deck for this guy, but honestly not too bad. I think we do have like one True Draco continuous spell. So I'm gonna have to play around with this card in between episodes. This is actually a pretty cool pickup, like, to be honest. I'm not sure if we can build a deck around him. If we could, that would be great, but I'll have to see what we got. But anyways, with that, I'll see you guys later. Thank you again for joining me. Have a great day. Bye.